Yo, okay, hey, what up? Um, to be honest, um, yeah, today, this is the day I'm gonna react to the whole Kiffy D getting arrested for or getting charged for the Tupac murder or yeah or Tupac's I don't know, like for Tupac's murder, right? But I wanted to come here with some fire and like go in and like and do all these other like you know what I mean? But all I will do for this video is let the man speak for himself. I'm literally gonna start playing all of like no, I'll start playing about like with the whole police like um about his arrest and all that stuff. But after that, I'm gonna play Kiffy this shit, and I mean the writing is on the wall. All I wanna know is he gonna snitch? Cause he's been snitching on himself, but is he gonna say more? Because he's been saying a lot. And you will hear it in these videos. So I wanna know how. Oh, I wanna see how that goes. How they gonna try him and how, are they is there more people involved? Is there more people involved in the situation? Are the police gonna question more people? Are are more people gonna be like taken to the police station as well? Because the brother has been singing from day one. So that's all we're gonna be reacting to, and I'm not gonna try and talk too much. Like, I'm just gonna let the videos roll, and maybe I'll just put in my 2 cents in here and there. So without further ado, let's play it.
My name is Kevin McMahill. I'm the sheriff of the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. 27 years. 27 years. For 27 years, the family of Tupac Shakur has been waiting for justice.
Also, I know this is gonna sound bad, but also, why now? Why now? That's another thing which I like to question. Why now? So they tell me like all these 27 years when this nigga was singing, they had nothing, and finally this year, after 27 years, they're like, okay, got him. Oh no, why now? Why now? I need to. Oh yeah, why now?
We are here today to announce the arrest of 60-year-old Dwayne Keith Davis, aka KEEFE D, for the murder of Tupac Shakur. Davis was arrested this morning by my LVMPD criminal apprehension team, and this investigation started on the night of September 7th, 1996.
27 years ago.
It is far from over. It has taken countless hours, really decades, of work by the men and women of our homicide section to get to where we are today. Several of those detectives that are standing here with us include Detective Cliff Mogg, the lead detective on this case. He is now retired. While I know there's been many people who did not believe that the murder of Tupac Shakur was important to this police department, I'm here to tell you that was simply not the case. It was not the case back then, and it is not the case today. Our goal at LVMPD has always been to hold those accountable and responsible for Tupac's violent.
All right. So he says all those accountable. So which means it's not just Kiffy D involved in this whole thing, right? It means all those accountable, all those leading to the death of Tupac, right? So that's what I'm saying. Like because as you'll see later on in the video, Kiffy D has been speaking certain names. So are they questioning everybody? Is everybody gonna be taken to jail? That's what I'm super interested in.
Murder accountable. Just like we do for every homicide victim in our city. Every single victim, every life that is lost is important and remains a priority to this police department. As we methodically built this case to move forward with an arrest, it was also important that at the same time, we're building towards a successful prosecution. We work closely with our esteemed district attorney, Steve Wolfson, in his office to ensure that is going to happen. Mr. Davis's own words reinvigorated our case in 2018. I'm going to give you some of those details, and I'm going to introduce to you our homicide lieutenant, Jason Johansson, and he will provide you many of the details on how we got here today. Lieutenant.
Thank you, Sheriff, and thank you everybody for being here today. My name is Jason Johansson, and I'm the Homicide Lieutenant with the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. And my goal here today is to walk you through our investigation and what led us to the indictment of Dwayne Davis, also known as KEEFE, closely affiliated with the Mob Piru criminal street gangs, and that they had an ongoing feud with the Southside Compton Crips. Dwayne Davis was the leader and shot caller of the Southside Compton Crips. And both of these gangs operated out of the Southern California area of Compton. On the night of September 7th of 1996, Tupac Shakur, along with Suge Knight, and members of their entourage, which include members of Mob Piru, came to Vegas to attend the Mike Tyson fight at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. Members of the Southside Compton Crips, which included Dwayne Davis, along with his nephew Orlando Anderson, were also in attendance at the same event. As both were leaving the fight, members of Death Row Records spotted Orlando Anderson near an elevator bank inside the MGM, and at that time they began to kick and punch him near that elevator bank. I will now show you hotel security footage, as many of you have already seen, related to this incident. And on this incident, you will see Tupac Shakur, who's wearing a shiny satiny shirt, along with Marion Suge Knight, who's a large man in a brown suit, punching and kicking Orlando Anderson. Following this incident, you'll see hotel security intervene, and then they will leave the area of the fight. Little did anyone know that it is this incident right here that would ultimately lead to the retaliatory shooting and death of Tupac Shakur. Following this incident, Tupac and Suge Knight both left the MGM to make their way to a post-fight party, which was to occur at a local nightclub. At the same time, word had spread amongst members of the Southside Compton Crips of what had occurred inside the MGM, and then that's when Dwayne Davis began to devise a plan to obtain a firearm and retaliate against Suge Knight and Mr. Shakur for what occurred inside the hotel against Mr. Anderson. After Davis obtained a gun, he entered into a white Cadillac along with Terrence Brown, DeAndre Smith, and Orlando Anderson. Based on our investigation, this is where we know they were seated. At some point in time, as they were in the white Cadillac, Mr. Davis took the gun that he had obtained and provided it to the passengers in the rear seat of the vehicle. As they were driving west on Flamingo Road near Koval, they located the black BMW, which was driven by Suge Knight, and in the passenger seat was Tupac Shakur. And as they turned around, they pulled up near the passenger side of that vehicle and immediately began shooting at Mr. Knight and Mr. Shakur. Following that shooting, the white Cadillac fled the area southbound on Koval, and after our officers arrived on scene, Tupac was later transported to the University Medical Center, where he was treated medically and died approximately 6 days later on September 13th. My homicide section handled this investigation from its onset and for a short amount of time. And within a short amount of time, what we knew was that we were working a gang investigation where our victims, our witnesses, and our suspects were all from Southern California and not local to. The case was reinvested at that time. This case was presented to detectives from other agencies that assisted us in this investigation. They know who they are, and thank you very much for all the assistance.
Department, under the we have an aiding and abetting statute, which provides that if you help somebody commit a crime, you can be equally as guilty. The best example is two guys that agree to commit a bank robbery. Charged with the crime, whether you're directly involved or whether you're an aider and abetter. We have an
Steve, can the murder charge if he is not the one believed to have pulled the trigger?
Yeah. So yes, for me, I feel like this part is important because apparently Keefe D is not the one who shot the guy, right? He's the one who shot the goat. Um, but they're saying if anyone who is directly or somewhat involved in the shooting, then they're getting a charge. So directly or not directly, but somewhat involved in the shooting, you might get a charge. So this means like even if you say, I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying like let's say someone say, oh yeah, I've got some £1 million to put someone on someone's head, and then someone gets shot up, and then the people like, you were telling other and they are requesting money, you know what I mean? If you say some shit and then shit happens, you as well are included in the charges. That's what I'm gathering from what you're saying. I might be wrong though.
Yes, well, under Nevada law, and this is the law in most states in this country, you can be charged with the crime whether you're directly involved or whether you're an aider and abettor.
Okay. So you can be charged whether you are directly involved, whether you are an aider or matter in the matter. You know what I mean? Interesting. Interesting. Hmm.
We have an aiding and abetting statute, which provides that if you help somebody commit a crime, you can be equally as guilty.
Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah. I'm very interested in with this. Yeah. I'm locked in.
The best example is two guys that agree to commit a bank robbery.
Okay.
And one of them goes into the bank with a gun and actually commits the robbery.
All right.
And the other guy is the getaway driver.
All right.
Never went in the bank, but he assisted the guy that went in the bank. So he's equally guilty.
How about the guy who says, "I'll give you $1 million to go and rob a bank. If you rob the bank, I'll give you extra million." How about that guy? I'm just asking. Hey, how about that guy? What does he get? Does he get questioned? Is he involved? Is he not involved? I don't know.
That is one of the theories in this case as well.
Last question.
Do investigators believe that Davis was the only person behind the plan to kill Tupac, or was he one of multiple people who came up with this plan?
I think the best way to characterize that is Dwayne Davis was the shot caller for this group of individuals that committed this crime, and he orchestrated the plan that was carried out to commit this crime.
And can you say how he obtained the gun, or who he obtained it from?
We know that he obtained it from a close associate. That a lot of the actual details of who specifically, all that come out at trial, but he obtained it from a close associate of his.
Thank you for coming. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Can you say if Davis has said anything since?
Right. Okay. So yeah, that's the police debrief like for the arrest and like why they arrested him and all sorts and all sorts. But like I said, like the parts which I talked about, those are what the parts which I'm kind of slightly interested in. But anyway, with all that, I'll play you. No. So Tupac's people like, after Keefe D got arrested, of course Tupac's people uh, went online. His sister went online. Jada Pinkett went online, and this is what Jada Pinkett had to say about the situation. But like it's like for me, I look at the choice of words. So like Jada Pinkett says, now I hope we can get some answers and have some closure. R.I.P. Tupac. Now we can get some answers. Answers. You know what I mean? There's answers to be provided. Cause Kifty D, that brother has been singing. So yeah, that's interesting. And then Tupac's half sister Set or is it Sekiwa? Sekiwa Shakur had this to say. Um, and like I said, I find it's the wording. I like the wording she's saying. It's because it seems there's not only one. It's not Kiffy D who has to go down. There's more. There's more involved, and I feel like everyone knows it. So So she says, this is no doubt a pivotal moment. The silence of the past 27 years surrounding this case has spoken loudly in our community. It's important to me that the world, the country, the justice system, and our people acknowledge the gravity of the passing of this man, my brother, my mother's son, my father's son. His life and death matters, um, and should not go unsolved or unrecognized. So yes, today is a victory, but I will reserve judgment until the facts and legal proceedings are complete. There have been multiple hands. See, this is what I mean about interesting wording. There have been multiple hands involved in the remains, in these remains, in their. There have been multiple hands involved, and the. Oh yeah, okay, all right. There has been multiple hands involved, and there remains so much surrounding the life and death of my brother, Tupac, um, and our Shakur family overall. We are seeking justice on all fronts. Multiple hands involved. So it's not Kiffy D. And the other people in the car are dead, but there have been multiple hands involved. Those are interesting words. Like for me anyway, like me just watching, I feel like. Anyway, so that's what Tupac sister had to say about the situation. There well, so from now on, like I said, Kiffy D has been snitching on himself for the last 27 years, doing interviews left and right. Shout out to the Art of Dialogue, Vlad as well, because Vlad had him on. But shout out to the Art of Dialogue. That brother, like, that's my brother. That guy, I talk to him on a regular. We exchange so shout out to him, and I like his growth. I've seen his growth spur from the whole Tupac content and like all the other stuff going on behind the scenes. I've been knowing and he's been telling me and shit, and I've seen it. So shout out to the Art of Dialogue. Shout out to him. But anyway, so I'll play this one first. The Like I said, Kiffy D has been snitching on himself and others involved. So, and this is I think this guy is called Greg Carding. Um, wait, shit. Oh, what? The fuck? Interesting. My shit never does this. The fuck? The fuck? This is the first time my shit just glitched out of nowhere. And I don't even know how much it recorded and how much it didn't record. Fuck. Anyway, alright. Anyway, let's continue. So, like I said, this
Puffy at.
Okay, what's your favorite rap jam?
It's yours. That's a $1 million question.
like I said, this guy has been snitching on himself for the past 2 decades or some shit like that. And this is him talking to Greg Carding, I believe. Greg Carding, I think. I think that's his name. And he had some interesting words to say. And like I said, I'm not gonna speak much. I'm just gonna let him speak, and we'll just listen.
We asked Kiffy D the $1 million question. On all four of those occasions, there's San Diego, Anaheim, Irvine, and Vegas. Which ones do you actually talk to Puffy at?
Every one.
Every one of them. Which of those four is it when you talk to him about murdering Tupac?
It was really about both of them. Either one. It was
Tupac and Suge, you mean?
Yeah. Every one.
Every one of them. Which? The million-dollar question. On all four of the KEEFE.
This is what KEEFE D says happened the weekend of Tupac's murder. The day before the Mike Tyson fight, KEEFE D eats at Greenblatt's Deli.
So, I played you that. I mean, this is a full-on documentary. You can look it up. It's available. I think it's called Tupac and Biggie something. This is a full-on I think full-on documentary done about this, and KEEFE D was saying all this shit. All right. Then, like I said, shout out to the Art of Dialogue. He's been interviewed, Mr. KEEFE D, and I think, KEEFE D says this about a certain someone.
Do you feel like Puffy owe you?
Yeah, he should. I think he should look out. He look out for everybody fucking else. You know what I'm saying? Shit. I seen he brought that dude. What's his name? What's his name? The dude, Drink Club.
Fuck this guy.
The dude from Drink Club.
Oh, you talking about Nori?
Noriega. Yeah, he brought him. What he brought him? A Maybach truck. Yeah.
I'm wondering what does it why everyone is asking the question, why does he feel like Puffy owes him some shit? Maybe he's gonna talk about it. Let's hear about it. Seems like in the last video he said some shit.
Yeah, I think he should look out. You know what I'm saying? He worth $1 billion. He should come look out. Come build a basketball gym at our Parkers. Do something. You know what I'm saying? Do something for us, dog. You know what I'm saying? He wrong. You know, he like we some shit on the grass or something. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't even know us no more. God damn, buddy.
If you could say anything to Puffy after everything you did for him, what would you say to him?
Again, shout out to the Art of Dialogue.
I'm still here, bro. Still waiting. You know what I'm saying? I'm still here waiting, bro. Damn. You know, I used to pop all the champagne bottles, all that shit on. I used to fill up the tubs at all of them there. Ask him.
Well, ask who?
Ask him did I used to buy 2 cases of champagne, fill up the bottle. Andre Herrera, all them dudes used to be in the room, man. We used
Wow, really?
to have a ball, dude. He like, man, you need to come to New York. I swear we'll repay you. I've been waiting on that repay for a long time, bro. Yeah. I got him popping them bottles like that. We pop. Poof, poof. It's down to like the 4th of July in them hotel, in them sweet style. They used to be popping the shit out of them bottles, dude. Shooting dice, all that shit. We used to have fun, dog. But he never.
It sounds like he's talking about his genuine friend.
Damn, I can't even get a fucking Roman noodle soup up in jail, man. That's bad, dude. You know what I'm saying? And he know I was in jail. You know? A Roman noodle soup. That's bad, man. Don't you think so?
If what you're saying is true about you giving him protection when he came to L.A. because he was scared of Tupac and Suge.
All that, man. Yeah. Gene Deal even say, man, goddamn, he saved your ass a gang of times. Didn't he say that?
Yeah, I think I recall him saying that, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he should give KEEFE something. He said that, didn't he? Because I saved his ass a gang of times. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, these dudes out here eat your ass up. These some wolves out here, dude. You know L.A., this ain't no joke. They will eat your ass alive out of here, dude. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you coming out here faking, for sure. Yeah.
Speaking of Puffy, right? You saving Puffy. Tell me that story about how you saved Puffy and a guy named D-Mac, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, Puffy and D-Mac? Oh.
Yeah, tell me that story.
Oh,
break that down to a T.
Yo, this brother KEEFE D is. I'll be surprised. I will be shocked if a certain individual is not gonna be called like in court, because this brother has been talking and he names the names. So I'll be surprised if I'll be shocked. I'll be shocked. Listen to the brother. He's naming names, and this is like voluntarily. Imagine when he gets pressed by the police, or are they even gonna press him up by it? I don't know. Let's see. We'll watch it unfold. and I'll be here to like report on it.
Oh, okay. We was at this club on Sunset Boulevard called the Roxy. You know what I'm saying? It was me, D Mac, Puff, and a few of them New York dudes. I think Zip was with us too, and one of my homies. So they was shooting pool. They was shooting some one of these Damu riders. I think he was from the jungles. They was shooting him some pool. And I think they were shooting for like $5,000. So boom. D Mac beat the dude. You know what I'm saying? D Mac beat the dude in pool. So he didn't want to pay up. So D Mac got to talking shit. So that dude did a swoo whoop holler. Swoo whoop. And them dudes came from everywhere. We was in the VIP upstairs too, shooting pool. I don't know how they got by the security or nothing, but shit, they was up there about 30 Damu riders. It just so happened that I knew Grand Pooba and Big Chris and Geek. They're like, oh, that's KVD. Otherwise, we would have been destroyed up in that motherfucker. They would have broke our back. I ain't gonna lie, we'd have lost that one for sure. But I had me a pool stick. I was gonna defend the shit out of myself. Yeah. That's one time he could have lost his fucking life.
Yo, they got war stories and everything. Him and dude have got war stories and everything.
Gene Deals kind of said it. Gene Deals kind of touched on it and shit. I saved him that day for sure. Lucky them dudes knew me, dude. Otherwise, we would have been destroyed. I had me a pool stick. I was gonna defend the shit out of myself for sure. You know? Yeah. That's he knowed he was done too. He was done for. They was in there deep. Good thing I knew Grand Pooba. He used to come up to they had a lowrider club called the Damu Riders. And they used to come up to our hydraulic place and get their cars fixed. Compton Hydraulics. Dude, matter of fact, Geek was a young balling motherfucker. Young balling, super balling motherfucker. To be that young. And Grand Pooba saved us. He's like, oh, that's KVD. I told him too, boy.
Yo, while this was happening.
Pac thing, you know. He was scared to death too, boy. I told him too, boy. And matter of fact, it was after the Pac thing, you know. Yeah.
It was after Pac got killed?
Yeah, we was at the Rock.
What? So they're hanging out after after Pac died? They were hanging out after? The writing is on the wall.
She on Sunset. Yeah.
And what was Puffy doing, yo, while this was happening?
Shit. We were surrounded. That's all I can say. We would have been murdered. You know what I'm saying? They was at least 30 deep up in there, and good thing I knew the dudes. You know what I'm saying? They like, oh, that's KVD. Woo. And we shook it out, and they didn't pay that $5,000 though for sure. They didn't pay D-Mac. You know, D-Mac is the game manager. Matter of fact.
Anyway, so you know, like I said, people have reacted to the whole KFD situation. I'm trying to take a different look on it. I know, you know, I'm looking at it from this angle because I want to see like Tupac's sister said in this paragraph right here. She says there've been multiple hands involved in the murder of her brother. You know what I mean? So I'm pretty interested in what's gonna come. I wanna see, are they just gonna charge Kifidi and call it a day, or if they are using Kifidi's tapes like to convict him, then they have to listen to everything this dude has to say because he was talking. I mean, he's been chirping for years, decades even. So I'm very much interested. Um, yes, I want to see where this goes. I'll be keeping an eye, and I'll be posting on my page. Like I posted this, I'll be posting on my page. That way, you know, just keeping everyone updated. Witness tells grand jury who killed Tupac Shakur. What? This is from the Art of Dialogue, by the way. A witness told Las Vegas grand jury who fired the shots that killed rap icon Tupac Shakur. Um, Weeks before, the panel voted to indict 60-year-old Dwayne Kiffy D. Davis on murder charge. The 8 News Now investigated have learned on Friday. Metro Police showed it. All right, okay. Davis was in showing, and the son was the third. Dimitri Smith saying in the backseat, Kiffy is the one who's going to make all the arrangements and yeah, like what I just spoke about. I think that's most of the what they're talking about. And if you wanna read more of this, go to the Art of Dialogues page. But like I said, I will be, and when I'm posting about the Tupac stuff, I don't know if you know, I am not putting no afterthought. I am literally just posting them as they are. Yeah, yeah, as they are, as they are. Anyway, yeah, yeah. All right, follow me, please, on Daily Happenings. That's where I'll be posting most of this stuff. I'm highly interested in this whole Tupac story. I'm super interested. I will be keeping an eye. I will be watching. I will be reporting on it. Um, so yeah. Um, Make sure you like and subscribe. And if you don't want to, then no. All right. Yeah, cool. Make sure you like and subscribe. Peace out.